Welcome to the J3 podcast. My name's Joe.
I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Jamie.
We're three content creators from the UK.
I'm scared. This doesn't feel right. This is like the long forgotten shock ice at the bottom of the freezer. It's just not right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 10 of the JStation podcast. My name is Joe.
I'm Jimmy.
And I am Jamie.
We are three content creators from the UK. Jimmy,
Oh, it's me.
when you're running,
Yeah.
how short is too short for your shorts to be?
Oh, how short are short shorts?
I'm in my well, if you can see your underwear poking through,
Yes.
I think it's too short.
Oh yeah, but do you know like the running shorts that have the netting on the inside, and then
I do,
like
and I don't use them
Aren't they
for their
just swimming
purpose.
shorts?
not quite, because swimming shorts are like the whole short, I guess. But some running shorts have like the netting on the inside. But
Speedos with net in them.
yeah,
It does feel that way.
it collects all of your underwear and holds it in a tight little bunch, and it gets really uncomfortable. So then you have to pull your boxers out of the netting. But then when you do that, your boxers come out of the short. So I want
Exactly.
a
Is
fine
that
line
not
between
there
that.
so that you don't need boxers?
Supposedly. Yes, that was going to be my next point. That netting's there so you don't have to wear boxers, but I can't. It's too much freedom down there. I don't like everything just
Too much freedom.
You get
swinging
rashy.
around. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. It does feel like you're wearing Speedos underneath your shorts if you do that. I can't have that. Not when I'm running.
Just like, yeah, it's just a horrible material that you've got scraping against your bell. You know, you don't want that at all.
Because I'm in two minds with the length of my short. Because I don't like long shorts, because my calves are skinny, but my quads are nice and thick. So I want to be able to show them off, you know? And I don't want to give the illusion that I've got skinny legs with long shorts. So I've got to kind of make them show off a little bit, but not too much that I'm worried that everything will just dangle.
Joe, I've got the perfect product for you.
Go for it.
Knee-high boots. Go running in knee-high boots and then
And nothing else?
and wear the booty shorts that show off the bottom half of your butt cheeks. 'Cause that way,
Okay. I never even thought about those.
you don't need boxes. Your calves are hidden, but your thick thighs are coming out on display.
Can I offer an alternative, which is don't go running and just take pictures of your calves and stick them on Instagram?
My calf. What?
How will people
No.
know? They'll know by the wear and tear of his muscle. They'll be like, no, that's a fresh leg. He hasn't run 2 marathons today. Can't believe Joe would lie like that to us.
I don't want to be deceitful, Jamie.
What are we going to do with you, Jamie?
That was deceitful right there. That's a lie. Not buying that for a second.
Well, yeah, I guess the whole point of wearing short shorts was to be deceitful and take your minds off my skinny calves. Everyone that's watching me on the street thinking how skinny my calves are when I'm running down the road. I'm watching you.
Joe, you don't have skinny calves anyway, though. You have quite good calves.
Why, thank you, Jimmy.
That's why he wants to show them off.
Yeah. Wait, he doesn't want to show them off. He thinks
I
they're
thought he did
skinny.
want to show them off.
No, he wants to show
No,
off
it's
his
the,
thighs.
it's the quads.
His quads.
Thighs.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting my muscles mixed up again.
He's got...
Oh, classic Jamie.
Classic Jamie.
Well, we...
When he goes to a restaurant, he always orders oyster instead of mussels and
Oh, every time.
Always orders muscles.
And then they bring it
instead of
out and I'm like, I don't even like seafood. And why did they?
I don't even like barbecue base. Why the hell did I order it?
Oh, no, let's not dive down that rabbit hole again.
Hi, welcome to the J3 Food Podcast.
Where
Why
we talk
didn't
about
we make a
nothing
food
else.
podcast?
We could do a
Should
food
we have
special.
like our own little spin-off series, which is just us talking about food? Because then we can save all the food talk for that one.
We should do... sometimes when you watch anime, they'll cut a season in half and give you a filler episode. But what it is a recap of the last 6 episodes. So what we'll do is episode 11 is going to be all the clips of episode 1 to 10 of us talking about food smashed into one incohesive podcast.
Don't forget about the 30 seconds of new content.
Oh, yeah. We'll tease
In every-
you as well.
Yeah, anime filler. There's usually about probably a total of 30 seconds of new stuff, but mostly just filler stuff.
Makes me very sad. Wasted a week of my time, which is why I try not to watch anime by week. Well, just general TV shows. I like to binge watch my TV.
That's true. I think more so than any other shows, anime have a bad habit of doing that.
Yeah. I believe I cut you off earlier there, Jamie. Is there anything you wish to bring to
Oh no,
table?
it's only because you said like 10 episodes, and I was like, man, it's 10 episodes. We're 10 episodes in.
Guys, we're on episode 10 of the JStation podcast.
So 10. This officially makes it more than 10 hours worth of Spotify content.
Yep.
Milestone, baby. Is that a milestone? Is that what people do? We're doing it.
We're officially 9 podcasts better at doing podcasts than the first one.
Ooh.
Nice.
I think we've come a long way. It's been a crazy trip.
Jimmy, your editing skills have gone through the roof.
Oh my god.
Good work.
I actually noticed the improvement in my own skill when I was editing episode 9. I was just like, I could never do any of this. Like when we first put it together, I was literally just like, cut, stick together, cut, stick together. Episode 1 sounds like a mess. I like cut them all too close as well. So sometimes it sounds like Jamie's like speed rapping, and then like I would just like not muting like certain sections of audio, so there's like just radio static sometimes in the background. And now we get so good at talking, I don't actually edit the podcast. We just edit. That's a lie. It's so hard to do.
If you're
online.
joining us
I just
in this
crank.
podcast, make sure you don't go back and listen to our previous ones, except maybe episode 9. Ignore the other ones.
No, they're all good and fun in their own way. Some of them are damn hilarious. But which
The
ones?
content's there, but we're just speed talking is all.
Yes. The first 3 or 4, we really had to sort of rein it in because we were like talking about 50 subjects a minute. So, do you like eggs? Yes, I like eggs. So, what about protein shakes? Yes, it's made out of powder. Do you like powder? Yes, I use powder to make flour. Flour baking. Yes. We were very good at sort of jumping off that very quickly.
And the classic callback later on when we probably talk about eggs again.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun. Definitely can't wait for the next 100. Do you think we'll
We
get to
learned
100
from this.
episodes?
Of this,
Well, it doesn't feel like we've been going that long, really, and we're already
No.
on 10. So 10 times longer doesn't seem that much, in my opinion.
Yeah, be there before we
it
know
still
it.
series 1, or is it how we're breaking this up?
I don't know if we were going to break it up or just keep doing it continuously, like like how we consistently upload YouTube videos, or depends on how we keep
That is
how
a
we
point.
feel about it.
Although our seasons in the past on YouTube have been more down to hiatuses.
Yes.
This is the next
Yeah, very
season
true.
because we've spent a few months upgrading all our gear, learning how to do stuff, taking a break from it all and coming back.
So when we
But I feel like we've developed a system that doesn't require us to take breaks anymore because we're not relying on meeting up.
no,
We can do this over the internet.
that was it. We never did it online beforehand, did we? You always came to mine or Jamie's or yours when we all lived closest to each other. And now we can do it online. The magic of the internet,
Soon.
which we never channeled.
Soon we'll be able to do a daytime recording, all of us in the same room,
Yes.
of a podcast. Well, and YouTube videos, but also a podcast would be fun to do it all face to face, staring into each other's eyes lovingly.
Sit
Back
around the
like the good
table.
old days. Sit around the table.
How would we want to record the podcast in person? Would we want to try to go for like a round table effort? Maybe like steal the dining room table or something? Or we can sit in a row like we do for YouTube and then try to like turn our heads while keeping our mouth on the microphone.
I mean, the issue with setting up a dining table is everything is currently cable managed in this room. We'd have to completely disassemble it or reassemble it. It would take ages.
Bagger. Well,
We can set up 3 webcams on Joe's 3 monitors. We all get a monitor each, and then we can all see each other on the monitors. You all just look forwards at the monitors at each other. Problem solved.
I love it. It's going to be great.
That could actually work. Well,
It's not stupid if it works.
yeah, exactly.
No one steal that. That's our idea. That's the J3 podcast structure, patent pending. So if we see that you're doing it, we're suing you for all you're worth.
We'll
Means we wouldn't
inevitably
know.
call it Jodcast or something like that. We'll stick a J in front of it because fuck you.
Wasn't that one of the names that we came up with originally? We had the J3 podcast, the Jodcast.
I think so.
It was probably the very first one we came up with. So what do we do normally? I'll just shove a J in front of it. Go.
We used to be J3 Let's Play on YouTube.
Oh man, remember that?
Oof. That was before the great rebounding of 2020.
No, we weren't J3 Let's Play on YouTube. That was Twitch.
What
We
were
were just J3 on YouTube.
Oh, were we? There was no channel or anything.
Nah, because on YouTube you can match your username to someone else. It doesn't matter. But on Twitch you couldn't. So we just shoved Let's Play at the end.
Right, that makes sense. And then we decided that those days were done. No more.
Don't even remember our own
Mod-
brand. Nice.
Modernizing. I know.
The reason J3 on its own didn't work for YouTube is because when you type that in, so many different things come up, mostly phones,
Yep. Or
but there are so many
Yeah.
J3 channels on there. Not J3 channels, but there's J3 channels on there. So I kind of separated us. Now when you type in J3 channel into YouTube, it's the first one that comes up, I think.
yes, it is. Yes, we always come up at the top, which is very nice to see. Just heartwarming.
Yeah.
I love looking back on our old content and like reflecting about what's changed. It's hella fun.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's now. We did warn you to go watch all the old stuff if you wanted to see it, because it is now all gone. You can't see it.
Yeah.
But we
been
still
purged.
have access to it if we want to see it. And by God, it's nice to see how far we've come. Put it that way.
I'd like to
It's
say with
something.
full confidence that I am not going to go back and watch any of it because I daren't.
That's still at the point as well, you know, when you're like looking at yourself on camera or listening to the sound of your own voice and you're like, oh no, like I don't want to do that. And you have to sort of get over that sort of stage of content creation, I suppose, getting used to being in front of a camera and hearing your own voice.
Would you say you've got used to the sound of your own voice now?
Well, especially because I edit the podcast, it's much easier to deal with. Sometimes I'll
Yeah.
curse past Jamie, be like, why did you say that? Or why did you breathe deeply into the microphone after speaking? Yeah, I'll lean in apparently, and I'll like exhale through my nose. So I'll be like, "Oh, that was a really good point, Joe."
It's hard being a heavy breather. I suffer from the same thing.
Yeah,
I have to like constantly move my face away from the microphone to stop disgusting
more
noises
sounded
coming
like-
out.
That more sounded like you brushed your beard up against the microphone.
like
Good
that.
try.
Oh,
I
ASMR
don't know what that sounds
podcast.
like, but I'm excited
Yeah, I
to
was
hear
just
it.
about to say.
Another spin-off. So we've got the cooking podcast and we've got the ASMR podcast.
Nice. Is it the JSMR podcast?
Oh, very good. JASMR.
Jasma.
Sensory. I don't know. I'm sensing a JS near me.
You know what? I actually don't know what ASMR even stands for.
Audio sensory mad rhythm.
Mike. Mad rhythm.
Audio sensory mic radio FM.
Every now and then it'd be like, yo, we got the biggest tunes. We got that new song by Calvin Harris.
what was that?
Have you never tuned into like ASMR before? They do lots of like popping noises.
Oh,
And
that
that's one
sounded
of
like an
them.
animal. I loved it. That was so good.
Wait, for those of you that haven't heard, Jimmy can do a dolphin
This is going-
sound
Oh.
on command.
My throat's rather dry. I'll do my best.
Go on, Jimmy. Not bad.
That was so good.
I'm sure we can make some content out of that. ASMR stream one day. Jimmy just 3 hours of dolphin noises.
There must be a way to make £1 million from this.
It must be.
Meet the boy who's actually part dolphin. Oh my god. And not like
Oh
the
my
South
God.
Park kind of half dolphin.
He's a laughing.
A
Yeah.
lolfin.
The
Lolfin.
lolfin.
Or the morphin or the lolfin.
And we're going to have to stick a J in front of it again. Just call you Jolfin.
He's Jolf the dolphin.
Why don't we have
Jolf.
Jolf?
Just going to go out for a game of Jolf. If you pronounce golf like you pronounce Jiff.
With the joys. Gonna grab a few jeers afterwards.
Now that sounded like jizz, and you know it.
Maybe that was intentional.
That reminds me.
Go on.
That's just reminded
That
me.
reminds
Jizz has
you?
just reminded, yeah, of the game we used to play at Cineworld.
Uh-oh.
Oh yes, I know the one you're on about.
The old, yeah, we used to.
What? Go on.
Cheers.
So when you were letting people out of the screens, we used to have to kind of like hold the doors open so that everyone could leave. And I think I predominantly played this with Joe, but you'd say like jizz instead of cheers and see how many people wouldn't notice. So people would just be leaving the screen. You'd be like, "Oh, cheers, guys! Yeah, cheers! Have a good day! Cheers! Cheers! Yeah, cheers!" It was great.
I remember this.
We had a great
good
time doing
times.
that. And I don't think really anyone really know. Well, obviously they might have done. The people might have left and be like, "I think that guy said cheers here," but you know that was the fun of it. It's
Yeah,
good.
I probably had a few people turn round, and that's about it as they're walking away.
And then
It's good fun.
Jamie lost his job at the cinema. Black mark on his CV. Why were you let go from your last job? I kept saying jizz. I just can't stop.
I just can't stop jizz. You know?
This interview's over, and I'll be like, "All right, cheers for your time." I can't stop.
Oh man, that's funny.
I don't believe this. Before we delve too deeply into the topic of jizz,
Oh.
Jimmy.
Yes.
we're going to our topic one.
Oh
Because
yeah.
this was getting dangerous real fast.
Oh yeah. We're spiraling out of control.
Our first topic, and I know we've been going for a while now, but it is our first topic. What HD remake games would you like? So if you had to pick any game from your childhood, what would you like to have it remade now?
So, are we talking?
Sorry, I thought I had someone knock on the door.
Do you?
I don't know.
Do you
I'm
go
gonna
ahead?
check.
Go have a look.
Quick intermission.
Hey Jamie, what did I talk about?
Jimmy's got to edit this out in post.
Us, what do you think? It's staying in the post.
No, I don't think there's anyone there.
Damn it.
Someone's playing the knock sound effect. Have you got OBS open?
That'd be
haven't.
great. Could you imagine?
Yeah,
It did sound like that, which is why I was like, but at first it didn't phase me because I'm like, I'm used to it. Hold on a minute. We're not
Wait just a
live.
second.
Right. So back on the topic. Is this like putting new paint on but the gameplay still sucks, or is it like a full HD rebuild like Final Fantasy or Ratchet and Clank?
I'm thinking brand new rebuild. So, like what they did with the Crash Bandicoot Spyro games.
Yes. Okay. I would like the Jack and Daxter series. Please put it on my
I
tab.
never played Jack and Daxter.
They were awesome, and they spiraled into a weird cyberpunk future game very quickly. So the first game was really it was very much like Crash Spyro, that sort of platformer, collect eggs and have a good time with your rabbit furry friend guy, with like sort of some weird kind of futuristic weapons. And then 2 and 3 was just like, welcome to this free roam city, have a good time, beat up bad guys and try to overthrow the government, which got a bit strange. But I would still love a a HD remake of those games.
It sounds a lot like Ratchet and Clank.
It's on the
I was
vibes.
thinking that too. I was actually going to say, like, oh, wasn't there? I'm sure there was like a PS4 one, but then I realised that was Ratchet and Clank and not Jack and Daxter.
There's a PS5 Ratchet and Clank coming soon as well, which looks like a lot of fun.
Oh, nice.
Just need a PS5 to be released in the UK now.
Yeah, feels that way. Speaking of like Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter, the one I'd definitely
You
pick.
dare say Rayman?
No.
You dare?
Although if I did say Rayman, I'd want them to completely remake the mechanics.
Yes.
But no, it's not that. And the game I'd choose would be both of them, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie.
Ah, yes. Great choice. I didn't even think about those.
It's all the kind of same kind of game, but they would be beautiful. And I think I read somewhere that the original creator of the Banjo-Kazooie games is looking to, or would like to make one. I don't think any talks have been had, but it's something that they'd like to do. And I'd be buzzing. Please, if you're listening to this, creator of Banjo-Kazooie, make this game again, but
Do
new.
it for our benefit.
Yeah, only
Yeah.
us. Only let us play it as well. J3 exclusive. We'll put it on our YouTube channel. It'll give us hype. It'll bring you hype, and then
Yeah.
everybody wins. Release
You
it
know,
in
we
Guarantee
have-
you at least one customer.
We have over 1,000 followers on Twitch. That's right. We'll get you
boy.
some.
We never
mass-
flex, but Joe's doing it.
Yeah.
Those would be fantastic choices. With like a tidy up of the mechanics, maybe some new levels thrown in.
Well, that's yeah, maybe. I think Banjo-Kazooie, the original one, and it's the same with a lot of other N64 games. They did pretty well with the mechanics. They weren't that bad. I thought PS1 struggled with it more so. I thought N64 did a good job in most cases.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Apart from, actually, no, I'm not going to say it in case it's Jamie's HD remake dream. But if it is
Okay.
not, then I'll come back and say it. Stay tuned.
All right.
Go on, just do it. Where is it?
No, you tell me what yours is.
Right, if you'd asked me this question a few years ago, I'd have said Crash Bandicoot, and then they did it, and then I would have said CTR, and they've done it.
Nice.
So the next one, I'm sticking with the Crash Bandicoot theme, Crash Bash. Make a
Ooh.
Crash Bash remake. Hurry up and get it done. Because everyone wants it. Everyone wants a Crash Bash remake.
He's not kidding.
I think I'd say Driver as well. I loved Driver. I remember playing, sinking a good many hours into Driver.
It's funny
That's a
you
good
said that.
shout.
I was looking at you thinking, I bet he says driver.
Yeah, I love Driver and Driver 2. I tell you what I'd love to see, a Time Crisis 1 remake.
Oh,
I heard,
that is
I
a
saw a
very
rumor
good
about that
shout.
recently. I don't know how true it is. It's just something
Oh,
that
come
popped
on,
up
don't do
Reddit,
this to me.
and it was very
Don't
much
you
just
dare
like,
do this to me.
Time Splitters La 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 is talking about development of something. I didn't quite remember what it said, but it could happen.
Wait, did you say Time Splitters?
Yeah. Oh, you said Time Crisis, didn't you?
Yeah, Time Crisis,
Sorry.
not Time Splitters.
I'm thinking of Time Splitters.
So Time Splitters was supposed to be getting a Time Splitters 4, I think, like years ago, and then I think the people that were making it went bust.
Oh.
So it never happened, I think. But yeah, Time Crisis, because Time Crisis 1 is one of the most difficult games I've ever played in my entire life. And it'd be nice to see a remake of that, like with the guns, like a non-arcade version that I could play at home if I wanted to.
Oh, what if they rebuilt it in VR?
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love that. Oh, that would be great. That would be really like Blood and Truth, which if you haven't played Blood and Truth, it was. I don't know if it came out I played it on PSVR. I don't know if it came out on like anything else. But Blood and Truth is a VR shooter game, and it's actually fantastic. It's so good. Would highly recommend. I'm pretty sure that I've already bigged this up on the previous podcast, but do it. It's amazing. Do it. You won't regret
I remember you showing me trailers for that game, and it did look great. I would like to play it for sure.
it. It's so good.
I've not
Maybe we
seen
can do it for
anything.
YouTube
So
one
good.
day.
Oh, yeah, do it. I'll be in the background just clapping my hands. Joe and Jamie playing a video.
For like the entirety of the video.
Is it 2-player?
It's not,
Oh, man.
unfortunately.
So you're telling me that one of you isn't blood and the other is truth?
Yeah, it's like Ratchet and Clank all over again.
What a rip-off. And you can't have one as Ratchet and one as Clank.
Gutted.
Got to sue all these misleading people.
Gutted.
I was going to say Jamie would have wanted a HD remake of Croc and Croc 2.
Oh, yes, that would be great.
That is a good
I
shout.
didn't even think of Croc.
I'm surprised they haven't. They've done Spyro.
Oh.
Surely it's all the same kind of thing.
That would be excellent.
Well, it's all a
I'd love
ground
Croc
up
remake.
build, wasn't it, for Crash and Spyro? They just used like the...
Yeah, they did, yeah.
So I guess they'd have to do the same thing. Unless they used the same engine and the same software that built the worlds. Because I imagine, if anything, the textures can't be too far off each other. And he just changed the colours of them so no one knows any Oricon's any wiser. Bam! You got your Croc game.
Simple. Jim knows exactly how to make games.
Hire me for game business. I'll sell you number one.
Game business. Love it.
I've got one for you. Business.
Another one for you.
Money. Games. Croc. HD. Go.
Why are you still sitting around for? I said go!
Yeah.
Do you think people
Corporate.
would want...
Graphs.
A-
Charts. Go.
Do you think people would want a Need for Speed Underground 2 remake?
Or a 1. Need for Speed 1 and 2, I think. I like Need for Speed
Just-
1 better because I didn't like the free roam of 2 for some reason. I think I just preferred it like, here's a race, have a good time, listen to banging tunes.
Yeah? I can
I
agree
feel
with
like
that. Yeah?
if they are going to do like a HD remake, they might as well do both of them, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing with everything else.
Tony Hawk's 1
Bundle
and 2.
them all
One and two,
together.
like that's- yeah, like Tony Hawk's games.
Tony Hawk's
That's-
Crash.
I just don't think the soundtrack of the new Tony Hawk's games are anywhere near as good. You can't beat the old soundtrack.
Nah, they were incredible.
So good.
Is that because at the time though they were like the songs were like more hell yeah, this song is great to a skating video than you know how we relate to music modern music now. We don't relate to that music as well as we did back when that music was new. Are we old?
I think so.
I think we're old.
Are we old? We're such boomers, right?
My back hurts.
I'm just having a quick look through a list of like PS1 games just to see if there's any that I'd be like, oh yeah, that'd be great as like a remake. But
Yeah.
I didn't actually play that many PlayStation 1 games when I was a kid. I don't know if it was a remake or not, but I loved Abe's Odyssey as
Ooh.
well. And I know that there is a new Abe's Odyssey game, and I think it's Epic. I think
The last
Could be
time
wrong.
we spoke about a new Abe's Odyssey game, there's since been another new Abe's Odyssey game.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're remakes or not, or if they've just like made another Abe's Odyssey game. But I'm pretty sure the reviews I read were pretty poor, which I'm a bit upset about. But I just remember that you could make Abe fart, and obviously I loved that as a kid. You could just make him fart, and
It always
I just get him to stand there because you could get him to order like other characters around, and he would just go like, "Follow me." Stay there, follow me. And I'd just do that and make him fart constantly. I don't think I ever actually played the game. I just made him do all those things.
the fart sound as well always sounded like the fart, like the box. It was like a "Wah,
Yeah.
sorry."
Wah.
Notice how he always loved his own brand. He never gagged at how bad it could have been.
We all love our own brand, surely.
You've inspired
Especially when it's in the shower. There's something extra about it when it's in the shower.
Gross in the shower. It's like warm and wet, and it's
Yeah,
offending all my
It makes it,
senses.
it just makes it feel like it's got a bit of substance to it, you know?
Like it's been in the oven a bit longer.
So, Timmy, what did you love about JStation's podcast? I liked the bit where they spoke about wet fart showers. The wet shower
Directly
farts.
after Abe's Odyssey.
They went off topic for a really long time.
It does sound like something we would do, to be fair.
This is going to be the new food, is it?
Yeah.
Farts. Farts in water.
Farts, baby.
Just farts in general.
Any
I'm going to
other-
quickly swing us back to...
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
can you think of any other games that you'd want?
Yes.
I'd
a
pick
remake
Silent
of?
Hill 1.
Oh, yeah, great choice.
You do love the Silent Hill games.
Full rebuild.
Yeah, because
Give it.
Silent Hill 2 onwards was PlayStation 2 and up.
Mhm.
But the first one was PS1. And I think they could do a lot with that game. Yeah, full rebuild. Because they did like a HD remaster of number 2 and 3, which a lot of people didn't think they were that good. It was just
They were just...
more pixels.
Mm.
But they
I was going to say, was it just a lick of paint kind of thing and that was it?
It wasn't even that,
I
was
don't
it?
even think it was that. I think they just upscaled the resolution and that was it. And in some
Yeah.
cases, it didn't work because it made some of it brighter than it should have been. I don't know. Maybe they did make some other changes, but it didn't even look like they were better texture packs. It literally just looked like they upped the resolution somehow.
Would you want them to remake it like the Resident Evil remakes went? Because they seemed quite good. I feel like you guys enjoyed those.
I loved them.
They were really good, but I think they worked well for Resident Evil specifically. I don't know if that kind of remake would work for Silent Hill. I think they'd need to keep it the same game. Just
Oh, the shitty camera angles, and you walking around and you like tank controlling, like turning
they
to
could
the
probably
side,
get rid of
forward,
the
turn to the left.
tank controls, but like make still the same like levels.
Yeah.
Whereas the Resident Evils, they changed a lot. It was practically a new game. Obviously, there was a lot that was still the same, but a lot was very different. I think Silent Hill is a bit more. What's the word?
Silent.
Nice.
As more of a cult, and if you were to get it wrong, a lot of people would be angry. It's got to be the same, I think.
I feel that. Yeah.
But
Silent Hill's
obviously, yeah, like a remake.
beloved amongst horror gamers. Like I said, Resident Evil could be forgiven for any changes because it got so insane. Whereas Silent Hill started off so insane, it was just weird cult horror.
Yeah, yeah. But no, I'd like to see a new version of that.
I thought Ape Escape.
Ape Escape. I never played
haven't
it.
heard of it.
It was like it was when they introduced the analog sticks, and you had to run around, and your right analog stick would throw the net to catch the monkey, and obviously your left analog stick moved your character around, and it was a lot of fun. And like the boy you play as obviously had like this monkey catching net, and you get all these new gadgets every now and then, and he had a double-edged lightsaber as well for some reason. But this is what I remember. Maybe it was a single lightsaber, but still.
I
Loved
will have to take your word for it. Make a HD remake, guys.
Yeah. Oh, and Final Fantasy 9, but I know it'll never happen. But please, it's my favourite Final Fantasy.
I'm making a public plea.
But would that be in the style of the Final Fantasy 7?
Yes.
Or would that just be okay?
Not episodic. Don't make me wait years in between discs. What if I die in between? You know, I want the whole experience in one go.
Very solid argument.
I think maybe another. Where was I going with this? I'd love another Guitar Hero.
Of course.
I'm gutted that they stopped making Guitar Heroes. I'd really like another one. What about Prince of Persia for you, Jim? You loved like Sands of Time, didn't you?
Yeah. I wouldn't. I'd pick it up, but it's not something I desperately want.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd love Burnout Revenge. Burnout Revenge remake, please. Or just another Burnout game. Don't even make a remake. Just make another Burnout game because the last one was great. Paradise City was great. Oh, sorry, just Burnout Paradise, sorry. That was great, and I'd love another one because the Burnout games are so ridiculous, and I love them. I can't not love them. So yeah, another Burnout game, please, would be good. Or just a remake of Revenge because it's by far the best one.
I would happily watch you play those.
Yeah.
Oh,
Going in the
love
opposite
them.
direction, you notice like there's been a new uptake of people playing PlayStation 1 style horror games. Joe talking about Silent Hill 1 just reminded me of it. It seems to be like the indie game thing to do right now is make your horror in the style of a PS1 game.
Yeah, I've seen that. Or as if you're watching a videotape kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah, that too.
yeah, I know what you mean. It does. There's something about it that does make them eerie. I can't tell you what it is, but they are creepy.
I think part of it is because it looks so bad Well, not so bad, but like to a point where you need to use your imagination to fill in some of the gaps.
It's true, because the view distance on old games like that is probably from here to my monitor, for example,
Yeah.
or like a meter in front of you.
The fog of war.
Yeah.
But now you can do so much more now that we've got like more capacity. You can make those PS1 style games, but with so much more detail.
I assume it's a similar kind of concept to people going back now and watching old horror films and finding them way scarier than modern ones, because
Yeah.
there's something about the old style, the old way they were shot that makes them really creepy. And it wasn't intentional at the time, but now it really works.
I love the rumors around old horror films. Like, oh, the set was haunted. Crewmen like would have lights drop on there and stuff like that. I really think they help build what makes a scary film, just having those urban legends around them.
I don't really hear many of those.
The Exorcist is a popular one. I think
Oh
I
yeah.
can't remember if a crewman either like died or fell from a height or something like that. And ever since then, they were like, "Oh, the film's cursed."
I heard it made like some of the actors actually a bit crazy.
Yeah, because that didn't. Is it? Oh, was it like they didn't quite know what they were making or something like that?
Yeah. Again, I don't know how true any of this is.
Yeah.
It might just be like a schoolyard rumor.
But yeah, that was one of those films that like shook America, because obviously America's still been quite, aggressively Christian at the time, and then this film about the devil possessing a girl and telling a priest to fuck off, being in there, it really made waves, changed the horror scene. Sorry, we changed topics completely.
No, I was going to say, so that can relate. You can say something like the game devs died after coding this one.
After
in a
Silent Hill
terrible
1.
The whole
tragic,
team.
a tragic coding accident.
I've been a part of many.
I'm sure.
Confirm. They're real.
He's just sitting at his desk, just tacking it away, clack, 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 and then he just flies out of his chair across the room, just like, whoa!
His keyboard starts eating his fingers and snapping them into pieces.
Oh, PC's come to life again.
That'd be a good
Get the
5
fire
minute horror.
extinguisher.
The fire extinguisher.
What code did you use this time, Jamie?
I used exorcist.dll. Was that the wrong one?
If not possessed, become possessed.
The power dash of Christ dash semicolon compels you.
.exe. Oh, he ran it again.
Oh man, I can't help it.
Even Windows warned you and was like, "You sure you want to run this?" Yes.
This may summon the Antichrist. Are you sure you want to proceed?
Speaking of proceeding, looked at the time, we're in 40 minutes nearly.
Wow.
Wins of the week.
I haven't been possessed this week. Pretty good win.
Next. Jamie, were you possessed?
I wasn't possessed this week. Pretty pog.
Good. Right, moving on, because we won't ask me.
She was just
Jimmy?
like, I haven't been possessed.
Speaking of windows and possession and stuff like that, yeah, let's go with Jamie. Jamie, what was your win of the week this week?
We were allowed to see people outdoors again, finally. So I got to see the family safely from a distance. But it was nice just to see them.
Well, they're stones throw away.
They were stones for array. Hello, words, English. My sister and Dave got a new dog, a little puppy called Uther to be Galahad's little brother. He's adorable. He bites lots. He chews grass. Loves it. So I'm now a dog uncle for the second time round, which I've called myself a double dunkle.
A dunkle.
A double dog uncle. Double dunkle.
Well, of course.
Me and Tegan entered an Instagram competition for Fudge Kitchen, and Teagues won it.
Nice.
So we got some free fudge on the way as well. So that's pretty wicked good. We get 2 boxes of 4 different flavors. So we get 8 flavors total. I don't know why they didn't just say it like that in the first place, but we get 2 boxes of 4 slices specifically.
That's awesome.
So that's pretty good. And Fudge Kitchen is one of my favorite. Yeah, it's one of my favorite fudge places. It's so good. It just melts in your mouth. It's sponsor us.
Is that the one in Windsor?
They've got multiple. There's one in Windsor. There, I think there was one in Oxford that might not be there anymore. But there's a few. There's a few dotted around. There's one towards in Bath. I think there's one in Bath.
I'll have to try me some of their fudge. I do love some good fudge.
It's expensive.
Have I not
but
made you try some
worth
before?
Well, you may
I
have
feel like I
done.
might have.
I feel like the only fudge I've tried that you've given me is ones that you've made.
Maybe. These ones come in like massive slabs. They're like, you get like a big, thick, chunky slab, and it's like solid, and then you put it in your mouth and it just melts, and it's
Or maybe I
so
have.
good. Really
that
delicious
does
stuff.
sound familiar.
I'm a big fan. But yeah, we won that, so that's pretty good.
Nice. I'm jealous. I'm going to have to start following them on Instagram if they're going to do that more often.
Was it just what kind of competition, or you just put your name in a hat kind of thing?
just one of those standard follow this or like this picture, follow us,
Nick
put it on your
flips
story
the
kind of thing.
Oh, so wait,
Yeah,
people actually win those things?
Yeah, apparently they do.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're the new radio competitions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
And I don't have to spend £1.50 plus my network rate
Oh, God, yeah.
to enter.
So expensive. That's how they afford giving you £1,000 because they charged it to enter.
Yep. Worth it though.
And I got £1,000. Way! You just get bragging
Whee!
rights for breaking even.
What about you, Joe? Win of the week? Go.
My win of the week. Well, I'm in the process of my win of the week because it's kind of still ongoing, but it's my week off currently. I'm not working, which is in its own a win, and I've decided to use that time to repaint my kitchen cabinets, which kind of sounds like an easy job. Just put a slab of paint on them, but it's not. There's got so much work has gone into it. My living room currently is a mess because you need to prime them, then paint them. But in order to do so for the ones I have to take them off, which wasn't easy because it's like the dishwasher, it's the fridge, the freezer. I have to basically disassemble them all, take the back plate off, and the ones that I've got kind of have like a laminate covering over them in which I have to remove. Then I have to sand down the glue that was holding that laminate on. And actually, it's pretty much easier just to use a chisel at this point, and then prime them and paint them. And I didn't even think, but it makes sense. You need the space to let them dry. So the whole living room floor is currently covered in kitchen cabinets
Oh, no.
Nice.
So you can't even.
because I wouldn't know where else to put them. I haven't got like enough table space. I don't want to get paint on any of the furniture, but it'll be worth it when it's done. And I can't
amount of
wait because
washing line.
currently, yeah, they're all like beige, which is horrible because my living room is like a kitchen diner, which is all white and greys, and then this kitchen just plonked on the back in beige. It looks horrible. It makes me sad, so I need to change it.
He's changed it to lime green with yellow polka dots.
Itsy bitsy teeny weeny lime polka dot kitchen cabinets.
Wear them down the beach.
Yeah,
No, you said. Did you say you just painted them white? Wasn't it?
yeah, just white. I mean, our furniture in the living room is white, so it'll match. But the kitchen is it's like the dark, dingy corner of the house. Everything else looks nice, and then you look over. If you're stood in the kitchen looking at the living room, it looks great. So I could happily stay here all day. But when you're in the living room looking at the kitchen, yeah, it's not nice.
Has this been something that's been on the cards for a while, or was it just one day you were just kind of like, I hate it, I want to change it. Let's do it
No.
this week.
It's been on the cards for a while, but I didn't have any clue how to go about it. At first, I was going to try and paint over the laminate, which would have been done. The paint wouldn't have stuck. And where the drawers and some of the kitchen cabinets are up against the oven, some of the laminate has started to peel away from the heat. Like that's obviously got on it. So I was trying to like get a heat gun on the plastic and flatten it down. It just made it worse. It started to bubble.
Oh no.
That was a nightmare. So yeah,
Oh, no.
this will be a win of the week when it's done. I've done the hardest bit of it now, and that's get the base coat on, disassemble it all. Now I just need to put a top coat on and wait for it to dry and reassemble. That can't be that hard, can it?
Nah. Did you take pictures
Famous
before
last
and
words.
after?
No.
Oh no.
I didn't.
Ah,
I
damn
must have a picture of my kitchen somewhere.
Yeah. If not, it's
I'm
going to be
sure.
on your.
worst case, we'll just look back to the bacon stream that me and you did,
Yeah.
because that was in your kitchen.
You're like,
That's
Jamie,
true.
get out of the way of the fridge. I can't see what way the door goes on.
Although that had all the weird bright lights and the weird camera setting on that day, so it was all
Yeah, true.
orangey coloured as it was. And actually, do our VODs go back that far? I don't think they do.
No,
No, probably not.
it's gone.
There might be a clip from it though somewhere.
Yeah, there's got to be. Probably of us
Maybe.
doing roundhouse kicks whilst balancing on the kitchen table.
Yeah, and try not to get our lapel mic cables tangled and God knows what else.
Did you guys get tangled up and nearly like fall over because you kept walking around each other and then the cable got like twisted up?
I think
don't
the
think
worst
so.
case we had of that was during the weird food stream.
I don't think it's too bad then.
But it had to go under the tables. I thought it was a bit of a faff when we had to get up and do roundhouse kicks as well on the seat behind us.
Yeah.
I thought that was trickier.
It was fun though. People loved it. Can't wait to do that
What's
again.
your win of the week, Jim?
My win of the week is that I'm no longer the rotten zombie I was a week ago. The weekend before last, I went to bed Friday night and woke up Saturday morning covered in rashes, and I was so itchy that I couldn't physically move without having the need to scratch. And it basically wrote me off exercising for a week, and I just felt just crap for it. Because anytime I got warm, it just hurt. It felt like tiny needles like stabbing me, like getting a tattoo, but like all the time. So that healed. I had to wait for that to heal up, and I can go running. I've been running again. It's been great. I can go outside. I can run to places. I don't sell running very well, and I can play like the Switch, the Ring Fit Switch game as well. It's
I
good.
can frolic in the daisies.
Exactly.
And,
I can roll around in the hay.
wear my shortest shorts out running.
My butt cheeks are out. They won't get itchy, you know.
So it's all completely cleared up now.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think there's like a few little bits and bobs here and there, but they don't itch or they're not sore or anything. It's weird.
Nice.
It's turned into my flesh rotting stage. I was shedding my skin apparently.
I need to get back on being a good boy. We've been saying for ages that we'd do it, and then we're like, we're going to have like a healthy March. Did we have a healthy March? No, of course we didn't have a healthy March. Because I find it difficult to motivate myself if I don't have something to like aim towards.
Got my wedding coming up.
As in, not like a. That's actually what I'm using, because none of my like smaller clothes fit me anymore, and I have to wear like larger stuff now, and even that's starting to get a little bit too tight. So I'm like, I need to sort myself out. So I'm setting your wedding as like I need to be back at the size that I want to be by your wedding.
Nice.
Which is 2 months from now, or just over 2 months from now, I think, right?
Yes.
It's June. It's in June. I know it's in June.
Yeah, it's the end of June, so you got 2.5 months.
2.5 months. So I'm gonna start. We were supposed to start yesterday because it was obviously after the Easter weekend, but we still had so much chocolate and stuff left over. So we've basically finished the majority of that today. So as of tomorrow, and I'm now gonna have nothing else really left to snack on. So I'm like, right, tomorrow I'll start like properly tracking my food like I normally do, because using stuff like MyFitnessPal normally helps me. And I'm gonna try and go back running again, because I know full well that all the progress that I made in January has now gone straight back out the window, and I'm gonna be back at square one.
Nice, good plan. Using Jimmy's wedding as a date. I really
struggle if I don't have some sort of like end goal / date.
Yeah.
And I want to use that date for me to get to my dream size of 6 foot. Really nice.
I was wondering where you're going.
You're going to use one of those medieval like stretcher tables.
Come on, man, another 2 inches.
All of his joints are popping out. Worth it.
Oops.
I don't want to get skinnier, although I'd probably do it that way.
It'd work, maybe.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. If you did just miraculously get taller, you would become a lanky streak of piss. Like you are quite like slim as it is. Obviously, you're toned, but like you, I think if you just elongated, you would be like super skinny and really long.
But that's why, in my plan for getting 6 foot by Jimmy's wedding, I'm also going to grow outwards as well.
Ah, I see. Not 6 foot outwards.
See, I thought about this.
Joe wants to be 6 foot wide, not tall.
Oh, I misunderstood. I see. Domino's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Cheesy chips in between as a light snack.
I would love to be able to not put on weight like you, but I know that you hate not being able to put on weight because you want to get bigger, and I wish that we could just like swap metabolisms or something. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
What would be nice if we could meet halfway? We're able to put on a bit of weight if we want to, but we're also able to lose a bit of weight when we want to. Yeah. That's the ideal body shape. They're rare. They're rare to come by.
Yeah.
I can lose it if I want to. It's just motivating myself to do it, really. That's the bit I struggle with.
Me too. But I'll slip throughout the day. I always start off strong.
Yeah.
And then I get to like 3 o'clock and I'm really bored, I'm like, I'll just have a bag of crisps. Just one crisp bag, it will be all right. And then it escalates from there.
Snacking's so good.
It is.
Give me snacks.
No, I was going to say that was the problem with Easter. I think the best technique, the best tactic for taking care of Easter is literally eat it all straight away, get it out of the way, and go back to eating well. Because in the past, I've just spread it over weeks, but then I'm always snacking on chocolate, like on a daily basis until it's gone. Whereas I should just have a really shit day, spend the next day on the toilet, and then you'll be fine.
On the bog with your squatty potty.
Squatty potty, hit us up.
It's got nothing to do with the food he's eating. Joe just likes spending time in the toilet.
It's this place where he
doesn't?
feels safest.
Safest, but also most vulnerable at the same time. It's a weird mix.
Joe's like, I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me. And then you just hear the sound of the water going bloop.
Bloop. Gets a nice kiss of Poseidon.
Kiss of Poseidon.
It's where I have all
Water
my
splash straight on the
epiphanies.
bumhole.
Yeah, me too. I love going to the toilet having a great idea, and I don't understand why it works that way.
Yeah, I think the rest of the day your mind is preoccupied with something else.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is about being on the bog that just clears your mind. And your insides, of course, but
If you were to make like a pie chart of Jimmy's daily activity, I feel like a large slice of it would be Jimmy giggling in the bathroom. Just in general.
I've just spent that long in the bathroom. Well,
You definitely do.
I've got better. I have.
maybe in our minds, Jamie, it just sounds worse than it was because his bathroom used to be in his living room, basically. And we could be sat on the sofa watching TV and just hear Jimmy giggling away at memes in the toilet.
Yeah, so good.
I used to have my routine
think
at Chippendale as well. Wake up straight in the bog about 10 o'clock. Sit there for an hour. Looking at memes. Get cold.
Memes.
Get cold. Recover from the cold.
Like
Go back to my
dream
room.
house. Jimmy's dream house would have like a shower that only it's got like a screen in the shower, but the shower only turns on when he goes on Imager. And the more he scrolls, the hotter the water gets.
I thought
I
you were going to
genuinely
say...
thought... Go on, are you going to say the same thing I'm going to say?
Go on. Yeah, but they're having a screen in the shower door or something.
No, I was going with having a toilet in the shower. So I could do both at the same time whilst looking
Save
at
water.
memes. The screen
Save
could still
water.
be there.
I would hate to have the toilet in the shower. Especially like you try to clean off and you just see your skiddies opposite you.
Yeah, I was going to say, the hygiene priorities are a bit all over the shop at this point.
Are you sharing to get clean or are you doing it for the act? Well,
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would enjoy that actually, having the toilet in the shower. Like, I don't like it when you get out of like a swimming pool because you need to go to the toilet and you sit on the toilet, but because you're wet, it makes the seat wet and it's all I don't
Slide
like
all
it.
over the shop, yeah.
Yeah,
It's dangerous.
It was really uncomfortable and I really don't like it.
I'm surprised health and safety let it happen.
Disgusting.
oh man, I hate peeing at a swimming pool. The wet floor near the urinals. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, it's always like a yellow puddle.
Why
It's-
is there no disposable like slippers or something that one time you just go into the bog, cry, pee, leave? Throw
Don't
away
they have
slippers.
those shoe socks? What were they called?
Are you talking about little plastic covering things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some swimming pools used to have those, but they're like to go from the outside into the changing room, not from the pool to the changing room.
You normally see them at farms because they don't want to like contaminate their soil. So they make you wear the little plastic sock things.
And for stopping me stepping in shit, of course.
Pooping on the floor in the shower. In the swimming pool even.
I was on about the farm, but yeah.
Oh, right.
Go on.
My bad. Very rapidly running out of time again. We might have to make a decision here. Jamie's put into some work on topic too. But we also do have the podcast question. What would you rather do?
We can rattle through. Easy peasy.
All right.
Easy peasy. We're already on the topic of things we hate, so I feel like it transitions quite nicely into. I woke up this morning and saw a Facebook post which was like list words and phrases that you hate or like that make you angry, and I was like, this is great because I could definitely think of a few straight off the top of my head. So I thought I'd also ask the community what some of theirs were as well, and we got a few good ones. From Instagram, we had a response to our story, and someone said that they. So we got a few. One was tickety boo, which I thought was interesting.
Tickety boo, you hear quite a lot. I hear it a lot at my workplace as well. There was a whole
Tickety-boo,
documentary
it's not-
about my workplace, and a lot of people said tickety boo on that. It was weird.
Ooh,
What's the context? I don't think I've heard that
Means
one.
I'm okay or everything's fine.
Oh,
everything's tickety boo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Double bubble was another one.
Why? I don't mind that one. Only because it makes
Not
me think
something
of...
you hear often anymore.
It's only when you get double pay.
Yeah. It is weird that we just say double bubble, though. Like, we just add the bubble for no reason.
Yeah.
That's Cockney rhyming slang, isn't it?
Dabble babble.
Yeah.
It's said with a Cockney accent, but I don't know if it's rhyming slang. But, yeah, double bubble. Another one was when people call things textbook. if something is textbook, like,
Yeah.
oh, that is textbook such and such.
As in
but
extremely accurate.
It's like a textbook play.
The reason given, I'm making all these anonymous, of course, but the reason given was because we don't use textbooks anymore. # digital age.
Damn it, Clive. It's not that bad.
Wait,
kidding.
You have to go back to a textbook nowadays if you want actual facts.
Yeah.
You can't go to Wikipedia because everyone knows how accurate that is.
Yeah.
You can't say that's wiki because it's probably going to be wrong.
Mate, you've done such a good job on that.
Wickedy whack.
That's a Wikipedia, mate. Well done.
That is wickedy,
Yeah.
wickedy, wickedy.
Wikipedia. I can't do it.
So
yeah, go
we had a few in Discord. There was some classic mistaking bought with brought,
Yeah.
saying that you brought something instead of you bought it / purchased it. Saying of instead of have, so would have, should have, could have, but like right. I'm assuming
Would
it's
have,
writing it
should
because when
have.
you say like when you use the contraction like the would have, it kind of sounds like would have, you know.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's why sometimes that gets mistaken. And this is one that I saw. I did some research, which I'll come to later on. I had a look at like what makes other people angry, like if these had been like forum posts anywhere else, which they have by the plenty. Calm down came up so often.
Oh.
Because everyone's basically just been like, it like in the history of the phrase calm down, has it ever actually worked? Probably not. If anything, it makes things worse.
Exactly.
Anything that comes out of Jamie's mouth was another one, which was fair enough.
Yeah.
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 I'm seething at the moment, and Joe's just clenching his fists.
In my headphones, we said that in unison. Just, yep. Sorry, Jamie. Go on.
Mix up between your and your, which I'm assuming also
Your.
then is going to be there, and there as well.
Yep.
Another good one that made me laugh was the words council tax and bill in the same sentence. that was a good one. That made me laugh.
I followed that up with TV license bill.
I think I saw one that anything to do with just money
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
me stressed. Yeah, I can see
With
that.
Finances. Mukbang was another one that came up. Don't like the word mukbang.
It is a gross sounding
awful
word.
that just sounds gross. It does sound gross.
But it's
It is
a wonderful
disgusting
thing.
word.
Is it now?
Yeah.
We tried it.
Yeah, we've done it ourselves.
Oh,
When we did the J3 food stream, that's mukbang, eating lots of food on a stream or video.
see, that's not what I thought it meant.
We just didn't. We just didn't call it a mukbang. Luckily,
I prefer weird food stream. It had a better ring to it.
Welcome to the J3 mukbang. We're banned.
and banned. Me and the Misses is another one that came up, which I'm definitely guilty of. I definitely have referred to Tegan as the Misses before, a lot less now than I used to, but I have definitely said it before.
I never used to say that until I started working at the place I'm working at now, because my boss says it all the time, and it's starting to rub off on me. I never used to use that phrase, and I think I only use it in front of him now, but I need to stop.
It'd be weird if I heard you call Amanda the missus. To me, because
Yeah.
like you said,
it
it's
still
not...
is a bit foreign to me, to be fair.
I think it's because we know who Amanda is.
Yeah.
Like I can understand saying it if the person you're talking to doesn't know who your partner is.
Yeah.
That you can just say like me and the Misses, and it's just like an easy way of. What else do we have? Pacific instead of specific.
I specifically asked you this, Jamie. Don't read that one.
See, my thought for that wasn't people not knowing what the right word was. It was just getting tongue-tied.
Can be sometimes, but sometimes it is just
I know that
ignorance.
is the case for my mum. She knows it's specific, but no matter how hard she tries, Pacific comes out.
Mama Joe, sort it out.
If you're listening to this, Mama Joe, come on.
Oh yeah, play.
Come on. You're a wonderful person, but come on. I'm going to go to other ones that I found online that other people hate, like just generally.
Did we get any?
This one.
Sorry, I was just
Yeah,
saying.
I will come to it.
Okay.
I'll come to it because it folds in nicely. A lot of people hate touch base, which I thought was very interesting.
Okay.
Obviously, in like a work environment, like you're touching base, you say like, "Oh, I just wanted to touch base with you," and it came up a lot, and I was really interested by that one, because it is a weird thing to say if like thinking about it. Which the work thing then brings me on to another one we got on Twitter, which I've never heard before, but nice to meet you via an email.
That one upset me when I read that earlier. I was just like,
that made me laugh because I was like, that is ridiculous, and I've never heard that before. And I think if I received it as an email, I would also laugh and then probably not respond to this person.
do you know what sentence I really hate?
Go on.
Is when people say things like, "Oh, I guess I can't say that anymore." So it implies they're a shitty person behind it. But do you remember?
Or when people say politically correct, but in like a really sarcastic tone. Political correctness gone mad. That's one that winds me up.
See, I feel like I already disliked the person before they said that.
We were at a wedding just before the pandemic, and someone goes, "Oh, I'd like a Corona, please." "Oh, can't say that anymore." It's just like, I hate you.
What?
No, nothing.
It's the title of a beer.
Yeah.
Another one that came up a lot in my search on the internet was "everything happens for a reason." That came up quite a lot.
I could see people being pissed off by that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Another one that came up a lot was "they're in a better place now," which I can totally understand, to be fair, because it's like, you've lost a loved one, and they're almost essentially saying, well, they're better off not being here. It's like, okay, thanks. Here are some that I really hate. We haven't discussed these previously, so these are going to be new to Jimmy and Joe as well, because I haven't discussed these. I hate the word banter.
But I say it all the time. I don't say
it
all the time. I say it sometimes.
I just don't like it when it's used in like it's just banter.
Oh,
it proper winds me up.
Yeah.
I only like the term when it's being used in sarcastic ways.
It's banter.
Like
it's bant,
like in satire. Yeah.
Yeah. Bantosaurus Rex, the old school Archbishop of Banterbury, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, those bad boys. I don't like same difference.
Andy hates that one as well. He used to go, "It can't be the same if it's different." It's like, well, maybe the differences are the same.
I think it's because most of the time that the same difference is used, the thing they're describing isn't the same. Like it's not the same difference at all. For like, 2 to 4 and 8 to 10 is the same difference, but the thing you've described is not. What else did I write down? He's just being friendly. Like when you've got a big dog that's come barreling towards you, and it's like I obviously love dogs, so I think dogs are great, but it really winds me up when a dog has like caused some sort of problem, like he's barreled over to you and like hit you or your kid or something like that, and then they're like, "He's just being friendly." Control your dog.
Yeah.
That winds me up. Any Marilyn Monroe quote winds me up.
If you can't handle me at
Seeing
my blast, you don't deserve me at my west.
If I see any Marilyn Monroe quote written on social media or something like that, I don't know, it grates me.
If you see it on social media, then they're going to sell you their herbal tea program. So beware.
Definitely not a pyramid scheme. It also really winds me up, speaking of social media, when I see like only 90s kids will get this. I hate. There's nothing worse than that on social media, in my opinion.
Because he doesn't get it. He's not a 90s kid.
Or like,
especially
like
when the thing they're referring to is
kids.
in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's always like chronologically inaccurate as well. It winds me up.
I was born in 1999, therefore this thing in the 2000s is relevant to all 90s kids.
Like purple ketchup.
Sheeple really annoys me.
Wake up.
Grab your brush, put on a little makeup. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the word sheeple just, I don't know. I think it's more the people that use it are
sheeple.
Yeah, like themselves are sheeple. Yeah, or that they're following some really niche bullshit thing that they've read in part of an article somewhere.
Now, in the age of misinformation, sheeple gets thrown around a lot. Sheeple used to just refer to people who only bought Apple products, which is like, haha, you're a sheep, you buy in one brand of products. It's like, well, who cares? Whatever. Now it's like associated with like anti-vaxxers and alternative news bullshit, and it's just like, fuck off.
I'm arresting you on suspicion of. That really winds me up.
Why?
When it's not said by a policeman, I assume.
No, when I'm being arrested.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, don't say that.
I was hoping that. I was hoping that joke could go down a bit better, but it didn't. So
Wrong audience.
I should have just said when I'm being read my Miranda rights. That really was. I could care less. That grates me. That does. Oh, it's not the phrase. I frequently watch David Mitchell's video on that. He's got a YouTube video specifically about that quote. It goes on for a good 5 minutes about why it's incorrect.
He's the king of having a rant at something. So yeah, I
he
can
is
see
the
that.
king of having a rant at something. It's I couldn't care less, not you could, because it implies that you care at least a bit, enough that you could care less, not that you can't care any. Anyway, moving on.
You got a lot of these.
And last one I've got. I do have a lot of these. I think it all came to me today. My last one is arcs instead of ask. That grates me a little bit as well. Yeah, but I don't know if it's like. I don't know if it is just like
Futurama.
People struggle with pronouncing ask, or if it's like a cultural thing. I don't really know. I don't know where arcs came from.
Never heard of it. I never noticed it before. It might be a you thing here.
Maybe.
When is...
I've heard it like more often than I feel like I should have.
I've seen it on some American TV shows. I can't say as I've ever witnessed it over here.
They say it more as axe, don't they? Because the S just sort of gets blown into the K.
Oh yeah, that's probably more like axial. Yeah.
And in Futurama made a whole joke
more
about
that than arcs. Yeah, that great. That's probably the least greaty one out of my list, but yeah, quite a lot of these. I feel like I just wanted to bring this up because I had some pent up anger that I wanted to get rid of.
Yeah, I felt like it part way through. I was like, I hope Jamie feels better after this.
It's such a cathartic experience going through all these, man. I feel so much better.
Jamie's just had his release.
If you're having a bad day, scream into the podcast. And imagine we're nodding along with you the next 5 seconds of silence. Mm-hmm.
It was nice to know that other people had some, obviously not as many as I did, but other people had some that they didn't like.
You see the ones on Discord. The term team building exercise was on there.
I don't mind a team building. Depends what my team is like, I suppose. If it's complete strangers, I'm not a big fan. But if it's people I like and crack on, I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah. And the nature of what are we trying to... What is the team building exercise?
Yeah.
And why are we here? That kind of thing.
If we're going along the lines of that sort of thing, I feel like everyone here is dreading the words, we're going to do some role play now. Oh, please don't make me.
Yeah. Or we're going to go around the table and say a bit about ourselves.
Everyone introduce yourself, say your name, and please, just come on.
And one thing we don't know about you.
We've just been kidnapped. Oh no, but for some reason we have access to a Spotify playlist. This comes from the podcast question of the week, because we're now on extended podcast time territory.
We are.
Yeah. So
what do?
We continue. We power through. It's been a while since we've got 2 topics in on a podcast, so we crack on.
All right.
Podcast question of the week was inspired by Robo Primes. He's asked us what our Desert Island mixtape would be, but we thought there'd be a lot of and ahhing and thinking to get a few tracks each. So we decided to go for the J3 mixtape instead. A CD made up of, Jamie, Joe, and myself. I would say 2 tracks each. And why?
That's a pretty short playlist.
Well,
it's only 6 songs.
The kidnapper's going to kick us out the plane any minute before we can burn the CD.
Do we have to say a set amount of songs each, or do we just keep going? No, songs that we all think should be on there until we stop.
Should we say say a maximum of 5 songs each?
5 songs each,
but no
max.
pressure.
Okay,
no pressure to get to 5. If if there's only like 2 or 3 that really speak to.
Whenever I think of J3 and whenever I think of music together, it always boils down to the car journeys we've had and the sing-alongs. So I'm going to have to shove the classics in there. Enrique Double Glazing, Hero.
Nice.
Who else is there? We got, I've forgotten his name now. Daniel Bedingfield with If You're Not the One. We belt that one.
Yes.
We're really good at that. So Ronan Keating with You Say It Best When You Say Nothing at All. Is that the name of the song?
You say it best, say it best.
I don't know if that's the name of the song, but I know which one you mean.
So yeah, that one.
Yep.
I'm sure there's more that we do really well.
Oh,
that Everyone cheers when we sing.
Blink 182's I Miss You.
Oh, yes. Almost forgot that.
Classic.
Is that one of your
We do
5 or
love
one of
that
my
one.
5?
You can have it on your list.
All right.
Because I feel like another one we do is by the 1985, The Chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
We do that one.
Because it kind of smells like chocolate. That one.
That's the only part of the song we normally sing. Just walking down the street and be like, "What smells like chocolate?"
We go, we nobody know. Can't see it under our petticoat.
Don't even know what a petticoat
so good,
is,
that one.
but yeah, we sing it.
It's a nice coat.
No one even yeah, so no one does anyone even wear a petticoat anymore?
Bring it back,
Is
Jamie.
it like a smart
If they do, they're hiding a gun.
bring it back?
Oh, he's packing. Why? He's got a petticoat on. What's that? You'll know.
And actually, I've just thought of a bunch others, but I'm gonna have to limit it to one because they're all kind of under the same banner. And when you're talking about kind of 90s Butlins kind of song, you got to go with the Aqua, Dr. Jones, or you kind of go.
Oh, yeah.
What's
we do love Dr. Jones.
I forgot the name of the band now. The Venga Boys. That's it. Anything by them.
Nice.
Boom, boom,
Anything
boom,
by the
boom.
Venga Boys.
I want you in my room.
Not even a mixtape at this point. It's just the entire collection of Venga Boys. Me and Jamie
Just
are
their
like, we
album.
want to put this song, and Joe's like, no.
So now I know we're going to go down a completely different route and add the songs you want to add, but I'm happy now that I've got my car sing-alongs in there.
I love it. I was
Go.
genuinely having like a selfish like thought of like what songs would I like to listen to if I was stuck on a desert
Oh
island.
yeah, me too, 100%.
Joe was like, well, here's the friendship songs that I have.
The thing
This
is, though,
reminds me of you guys, and we're like, fuck you, Joe.
the thing is, I wouldn't listen to these if I was just out like for a run with my iPod or I was in the car on my own. They're only worth listening to if you're singing with groups of people at the top of your lungs.
I'll keep us entertained.
if
on
we're
the
going
lonely
along,
nights.
if we're going along that route, which is a good point, that like it would be songs that I guess we'd kind of all need to at least be able to listen to. I would add "Finest Girl" by Lonely Island in there
Yes.
for Joe because he loves that.
Finest girl I ever met in my whole life. Pretty sure I know that. I've been
Wanna
listening.
take a home, make her my wife.
You could have loads of Lonely Island on there. I mean, it's just a given.
I think.
But we're limited, guys. We need to limit.
Yeah.
Let's Groove by Earth, Wind and Fire
Oh.
because I listened to that all the time and it kind of became a meme at one point that every time Jimmy got in my car I was probably listening to Let's Groove by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Is Let's Groove or the other one? Is it just September?
September, yeah.
You only had Earth, Wind and Fire on at one point.
He had a playlist, and it was Earth, Wind and Fire 10 times on shuffle.
Well, he has his like seatbelt as playlist, and I think he always started it from fresh whenever he got in the car, and then got to mine, and Earth, Wind and Fire would be at that point. So he
I
started.
normally have it
shuffling
on shuffle, so I think it was just. It might have just been coincidence. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, on
But it
shuffle,
would
but
always
like I
come
say,
on.
every song is Earth, Wind and Fire, so it don't matter.
Yeah, yeah. I would add Mr. Blue Sky on there. I think.
Ah, is that ELO?
Yeah, yeah. I think I'd put that on there. I feel like everyone loves Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What about you, Jim?
I would definitely put some more selfish choices on there. Because if I'm stuck on a desert island, I definitely want to have a me song on there at least. So I'd go on "We Own the Night" by Dance Gavin Dance because it's an absolute belter. I probably wouldn't go down like the route of like some guttural, filthy, screaming metal. If we all got to listen to it, I don't want to scare you guys off. It being my only company on this island.
I feel like it might help you get out some like stress though. If you had something that you could just like scream along to.
True.
I don't actually mind listening to that stuff as well, though.
Good point. What
So
about
I'd be all right. It might be. It's just Jamie that'd suffer a bit.
It could be A Day to Remember, the Disrespect Your Surroundings one. I can't remember what the song's called now. I think it's
nice.
I think it's Mr. Highwayman's Thinking About the End. I'm not too sure. But, you know, the one with that breakdown on. And obviously, there has to be a little bit of baby metal.
Of course.
Jamie said before we started the podcast, is like, I bet Jimmy and Joe are going to put loads of baby metal on there. There's me with the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's going to be 60% baby metal, then there's me. I want funk.
But yeah, the Fox God song, Magetsini, would be...
All I want is Kiss doing a collaboration with Baby Metal, and then we're all happy.
we all win. That'd be great.
Oh, that actually surprises me that you didn't say Rock and Roll All Night because you love that song.
Who, me?
Yeah, isn't it? I'm sure. Is it Rock and Roll All Night? There's one of the
it's,
Kiss songs that you love. I thought it was that one.
Crazy Nights.
Oh, Crazy Nights. Yeah, of course it is. My bad.
It's because he goes to bed and he's going crazy, crazy, crazy until he falls asleep and goes.
Yeah, Amanda doesn't sleep, poor thing, but yeah. I like quite a few of their songs, but that's probably up there.
I'd like to add Wild Boys by Duran
Oh,
Duran.
nice.
In fact, yeah, if one of you could please add it onto your list, because I've added too many.
I want to. Once again, another selfish choice would be The Undertaker's First Revenge is Unquenchable by Chiodos. Mostly A for the meme title and B because it's a banger. I love that song. It's my power song when I'm running. Motivates me to kill it.
I'm sure I know it. I don't know the name.
We'll have to make this playlist and attach it to the podcast afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sure, we're allowed to do that.
Oh,
One
that you missed.
I'm going to put Footloose in there.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Footloose.
One.
Oh,
You
yes.
can't not dance to Footloose.
I think I'm up to 5 now. Am I on 4 or 5? Can't remember.
Just put the Dirty Dancing soundtrack in there.
That'd be a good choice. What did I say? Well, I'm going to say this is my 4th because I can't remember what I've counted. I'm sorry if I go over by 1. Natasha Bedingfield, because you guys love to sing along to that one. You know, the staring at the blank page before you open up the dirty window. You guys are looking at me blank like I've never.
Is that not Natalie Imbruglia?
No, it's Natasha Bedingfield.
Or is it her? What song am I thinking of? I know what song you're singing.
Googling it.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it, though.
Oh, it's Unwritten. It's Unwritten. Of course it is. Yeah, you're right. It's Natasha Bedingfield. Yeah, it's
Yes! I thought I was going crazy because you guys are like, I've never heard this song before on your face.
Unwritten. No, I was trying to think what song it was, and I was like, oh, you got it mixed up? No, you're right.
Good.
Let the sun
yeah, you're right.
illuminate the words that you cannot find. From that video, especially with the kid in the car.
I think that's more so Jamie. I don't know all the words to it, but I know the song. And it is a banger.
All right, my 5th and final selfish choice, just to torment you two guys, because this happens to me on a daily basis. The Strictly Come Dancing.
What? I would actually hate that.
And that's it. That's the song, and it goes back to the beginning.
Oh, I'd hate that.
Because I say at least once a day, that'll get in my head, and I'll just walk around the house going do 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 do.
Christ.
If I have to suffer, so do you guys.
You don't have to suffer. You chose it.
Is that the only way to get a song that's stuck in your head out of your head? By listening to it?
Listen to either listening, because normally you get songs stuck in your head because you don't quite know the words. But if it's like proper in there, you should listen to an equally as catchy song, apparently.
Gotcha.
So that one gets stuck in your head, and then rinse and repeat, baby.
Oh, I didn't add any BTS. I put Boy With Love by BTS as well. Done.
I'm going to put Africa by Toto in there.
Good choice.
Oh, I tell you what, Down Under by Men at Work.
I think that might be
You're
a
gonna
5
have
now.
Yeah, it might be 6, but
Yeah, we definitely
I
got
kind of don't want to stop. Depends how much time the kidnapper gives us. Maybe there's a bit of turbulence and we get a little bit of extra time.
All right, so the turbulence has given us one extra song. The final song. This song's got to
Nice.
mean the most here. What is it?
The song has to mean the most to me.
The one song you
We're
go,
going deep with this one.
yeah. Give me a sad song. Give me your favourite sad song. We're going to have nights where it's
I can't give you
dark
a sad.
and there's no planes coming to rescue us and we just need a good cry. You know, it's like,
I can't give you a sad song, but I can give you a song that Joe might have missed from his like wholesome. Makes me think of you guys. Life is a Roller Coaster by Ronan Keating.
oh.
Yeah. I did actually think of that, but I already had one Ronan Keating on there. And it was a toss-up. But I feel like we sang the other one more, maybe. But a sad song, I'm going to struggle. There's so many good ones.
I don't know if I know many sad songs. I don't really listen to sad songs. I like to think that I don't listen to sad songs, but I might do just without realizing.
I feel like on a desert island being alone.
Sad song is a bad idea.
You're Not Alone by Saosin.
Oh, yeah, Saosin. Saosin.
Yeah.
I love that band.
Saosin.
They
Yeah, they're good.
They went on to be they changed their name because Anthony Green is the front man, isn't he?
I don't know them that well.
a very
I just
high-pitched
really like the
voice.
song. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's look it up.
Google these.
I'm so excited by the Pointer Sisters would be a good one. It's really upbeat.
That's not sad. Why would you lie to me?
Also, you can't not dance to it. I don't know if I can give you a sad one.
That's all right. I'd go for
Anthony Green, yeah.
I'd go for Muscle Memory by Lights because that's hella sad. It's like big moody.
About
Cake by the
Untitled.
Ocean.
Cake in the Ocean. That
Cake by
classic
the
sad
Ocean.
song. It gets me every time. Even thinking about it brings me to tears.
Cake got wet, dropped it in the waves. It's just salt and sad.
About Untitled by Simple Plan.
Is that the How Could This Happen to Me song.
How could this happen to me? Yeah. It more makes me laugh than anything now because of the story we know, but yeah.
I think we're about to be kicked out of the plane.
I think so.
Yeah.
With our device that can play Spotify, luckily, so we can call for help.
We'll put it in offline mode because there's no Wi-Fi. So luckily we downloaded the songs that we wanted before we die.
That is lucky.
And from any of you that have are a subscriber to our YouTube channel would know if we landed in the forest on this plane crash, we'd die pretty quick.
Several times.
So I'm going to segue to our platform plugs. If you aren't following us on YouTube already, we'd massively appreciate the support if you did. Our channel is youtube.com/J3channel. We're also on Twitch, twitch.tv/J3channel. We've also got all of our social media pages. It can all be found on solo.is.
T.O.
Is that T.O.? Is it? Yeah, okay. But yeah, it's all on there. It's all on our Twitch page as well if you want any of our links. We've got our social medias. We've got the Twitter, which is J3_channel. We've got our Instagram, which is J3channel. We've also got a merch page as well, which is also, and there is a link to that on the solo and both Twitch page.
It's too hard to say out loud.
Yeah.
You accidentally summon Cthulhu if you get it wrong.
Pretty much.
Not what you want to do when you're on a desert island.
Yeah, or trying to get a J3 mug.
Two completely different extremes there.
That would be really useful on the island.
Kidnapped and I'm on a desert island. I'm summoning Cthulhu. Oh
Everyone
no, I'm
knows.
just trying to order a J3 mug and I'm summoning Cthulhu.
Hey, you on the same island? Yeah.
I can't remember where I was going. It was something about the J3 mug. Oh yeah, because everyone knows when you're on the island, you can't just drink straight out of the lake. You drown, so you need a J3 mug to satisfy those needs. It's on our merch
That's
page.
Right.
Or kill a tortoise and use its shell as some sort of weird water filter thing
yeah,
that apparently you can do.
Catches rainwater.
Yeah.
Fab. Brilliant. Guys.
I hope you've enjoyed this extra long 10th episode special. Definitely planned.
Yep. Completely organised. We said before we started, I promise you, pinky promise, not that you can see my pinky waggling. So therefore, you can't call me out on it.
We all just did it.
Guys, stay safe. We love you all. See you on episode 11. See us on YouTube. See us on Twitch.
Season 2, baby!
Season 2. Every 10 episodes, boy.
Bye, Wiggles.
Bye-bye.
Bye!
So what's the intro to season 2 going to be like, Jamie?
It'll be just the sound of it stabbing. You'll just be able to hear like the rustling and closing.